Benvenuti tutti. How are you, loves? Welcome. Welcome. It is a fabulous Sunday evening. Thank you, Robert. The Il Direttore is in the house. How are you, loves? Do I look a little bit different? You know why? Because I finally upgraded my 11 cracked iPhone to the 16 Pro Plus Pro, big thing, the biggest one they got. So I upgraded and it is off the chain. So if I look a little more whoo, in color, that's why. Fabulous. So how are you, loves? Just wanted to say hello. I would love to wear my glasses, but as the director says, they have a glare, so we're not doing that. So I just switched them off. There it is. Got a little bit of that tonight. Having a little drinky poo. There it is. I have a lot of energy, and I'm going to tell you why. Fabulous. But I was very inspired this week. If you have Netflix and you know the film Naiad, about the fantastic American swimmer Diana Naiad, who swam from Cuba to Florida, and she did it at the age of 64 off the chain back in 2013 after 4 tries. She tried first when she was 28 and she didn't make it, and then she did it at 64. And if you haven't seen the film, it is inspirational and fabulous, and I highly recommend it. So I also had a quote that they used in the film from the Pulitzer Prize winning poet, Mary Oliver, American poet. And it's a great quote. Her poetry is quite stunning. And if you don't know this quote, they use this in the film. And this is sort of what inspires Diana Naiad to do the swim at the age of 60, and then she accomplishes at 64. It says, "Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life." Mary Oliver. So that's tonight's inspiration, guys. Also, big news. I know I haven't started cooking yet, but I will. Thank you, Robert. I've started swimming. I haven't swum. I mean, I was a pretty good swimmer, but I haven't wanted to go in the pool because, I just don't like to get in a bathing suit. But you know what I said? Because Lars has been swimming and he's doing really well and he loves it. And I thought, we have this great gym at the Nazareth YMCA. Fabulous. And you can use the lanes. And I just started. Last week I said, get in your suit. I have like a onesie suit, the one that's all the way down like shorts. It's fabulous. It's pink and black. And a great cap and goggles. And I said, I'm going in. Hit the water, and I freaked out. It was fabulous. And Lars was like, my God, it's like you've been swimming forever. And I hadn't really swum laps, God, probably since I was a kid. So it's so fabulous. I've already been 6 times this week. I'm now up to 25 laps. I do the breaststroke. I don't do the freestyle. Can't sort of figure that out. But it is helping my breathing. It's wonderful. It's really helped increase. But okay, I'm talking too much. Hi, Kevin. How are you, sweetheart? Kevin, you're fabulous. My acupuncturist, you're genius. Love you. Hi, Sandy. How are you, sweetheart? Up in Toronto, our beautiful friend. So tonight, I thought I would celebrate, even though I'm in my lemon summer dress, and this is what I'm going to be wearing all the time. This is the new costume. I'm going to be making a gnocchi with a pumpkin butter sage. It's not light. It's a little bit light. I'm using half and half instead of heavy cream. But it's a very beautiful fall dish. I'm going to do my gnocchi a little bit different, so we sort of jazz it up a bit, sweethearts. So I'm going to start with browning the butter. And if you guys know how to do this, it's great. But it can go from lightly toasted and browned to burned in a second. So I have to be very careful how I have my this induction burner, because this can go very wrong very quickly. So I'm going to start quite low. If I can see it here, here we go. So I'm going to start quite low with the butter. And, oh, you're on your way, Kevin. Fabulous. So I have some beautiful grass-fed butter. Beautiful one from Aldi. Putting that in. About, took this whole thing here, about a third of it. I'm going to use more later. It's not light, guys. It's not light. But it's beautiful. So I'm going to brown this butter. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, I'll tell Lars you said hi. Hi, Cheryl. Miss Cheryl Burkle's in the house. And I have some beautiful sage from our garden that's still good. So I'm going to put this in. And we're going to brown this up. I might put a little more butter in. Does that look like not enough? We need more. Rob says more, and we're putting more in. What did she say? Don't start without me. I'm not starting, Miss Cheryl. You got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the butter, and we're going to brown this, and I'm going to add a little bit of shallot, because I made it last night, because I wanted to sort of pre-test my recipe, because I read a lot of different recipes. A little more, right? More butter, just more. And I tested it out with Rob, and Mom tried it, and Lars tried it, and we all tried it. It was quite delicious. So this is my take on it. There were a lot of recipes online if you look it up, some with mascarpone, some with cream, some with garlic, some with milk. I mean, there were so many different ones. So I thought, you know, I love brown butter and sage with gnocchi, but the pumpkin really is lovely for this time of year for fall. So we're gonna, I might turn it up a little bit, but I'm gonna, if it starts to burn, we'll know because I talk so much. But you know brown butter, I love it, obsession. You can put it in baked goods, brown butter, chocolate chip cookies. Really gorgeous things, but it's beautiful with pasta or gnocchi. If one night you don't want to do a lot of cooking, get some really good butter, some fresh sage, brown the butter, throw some pasta in and some parm. You have the best meal ever. You'll impress every guest in the planet. One of Lars's Danish friends was visiting us years ago, and I had gnocchi and I made this and he freaked out. And it was just lovely. So I'm just gonna brown this. It's gonna take a little bit. And I'm gonna put my shallot in now so they start to cook a bit. So I have one shallot finely chopped right here, guys. Did that beforehand. There we are. Thank you. So we're gonna just saute that in and we're gonna wait till this gets quite brown. And then I use canned pumpkin. You don't have to use fresh, but here's some canned pumpkin. I'm not gonna use all of it, probably about 2 good heaping big tablespoons like this. And then the secret to this yesterday that I found out was some apple cider. There it is. I've already poured it in my little container. But the apple cider gives it a little sweetness and a little acidity to brighten it. I do a little pumpkin pie spice, a little fresh nutmeg, because we love fresh nutmeg in any sort of pasta dish with sage. And then I know this is a secret ingredient. If you have it, if you don't, you can leave it out. Smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. It gives a little bit of depth and sweetness and smokiness to the dish, and I like it. So I know it's sort of strange to mix it, but I'm trying it out. Then on top, we're gonna put some beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano. Fantastic. So here we are, lovies. The butter is not browning yet. You're gonna see it start to sort of foam. And once it foams, you actually can't see underneath, so you almost have to do it by the smell. It smells very caramely and beautiful. And make sure it doesn't burn because it can go from brown to burn in about a second. Hello, sweet. Hello, Frank. How are you? Welcome. So I'm making this beautiful gnocchi, and I'll show you the gnocchi. It's a really simple gnocchi. You can make gnocchi, guys. It's not too difficult. But tonight, if you want a fast dinner, this is from, I think this one's from Lidl, and it's from Italy, and it's just a plain, regular gnocchi with potato. I'm going to boil it behind me, and it takes a couple minutes until it floats. I'm going to drain it, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it, because I saw a really great recipe for a crispy gnocchi. So after I drain it, I'm not going to do it in this pot. I have another pot over here I'm going to saute it in. I'm going to saute it in an olive oil and butter, or butter. Why not? And then I'm going to saute that up so the gnocchi is crispy and brown. Then I'm going to coat it in the beautiful pumpkin sauce. It's quite lovely because it gives you that beautiful texture. If you have really great homemade gnocchi that's really pillowy and beautiful, that's great. This sauce is a little bit on the heavier side, so it's nice to sort of crisp up the gnocchi and make it really, really lovely. And it really worked, right, Robert? Mm-hmm. Fabulous. I had never done it. I'd seen recipes of it, but I'd never crisped it up, and it worked really, really well. So as you see here, guys, we are browning the butter. See the browning here on the bottom, if you can see it. Hi, Franny. How are you? Welcome. We are making a beautiful pumpkin brown butter sauce with our potato gnocchi. I did not make them homemade, but you can. And here's a tip. If you do, don't boil the potatoes. Bake the potatoes. And take the skin off and then rice them and put that in with the flour and the egg because they won't have as much water and then they'll have a lighter dough. So bake the potatoes. I've heard that from a lot of chefs. So here we go, guys. It's starting to foam, if you can see that. If I lift it up, the whole thing starts to turn off. But it's starting to brown. And then as soon as it browns, I'm going to put in the pumpkin and start to whisk it in. Yes, we do it. Oh, is it boiling, babe? Okay. So behind me, I'm going to put the gnocchi in the water. And just to make sure they're ready. And you can do all of them, do a little amount. You can also do, hello, Brondo, how are you? Welcome. We're having beautiful potato gnocchi. I did not make them tonight, guys. We'll do a video where I make them sometime. But these are from Italy that I bought at the store. They're really lovely, and we're going to crisp these up. So right now, I have a salted water behind me. I'm just going to put those in, burn my hands. I think I'm just going to go like that. Plop, plop, plop. There they go. And thank you, Robert. Grazie. So there we are, my loves. So now they're going to cook. And now look, see, we are now browning. As soon as you turn your back, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Here we go. Because now we're getting the butter very brown. Our shallots are getting caramelized. They're really lovely with the fresh sage from the garden. And then I'm gonna add the pumpkin. If you wanna do pumpkin and make your own pumpkin and then take it out of skin, great. But I'm using just really nice canned pumpkin that we have in the stores now. The Libby's brand, any, fantastic. Really lovely. But you know what I'm also gonna do? I may put my spices in just to toast them up a bit. I have some smoked paprika. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing a little smoked paprika for just a little smoky flavor, not a lot. And then I'm also gonna do a little pumpkin pie spice just because I'm gonna go in with my fingers because it's more fun. Just a little dab will do ya. There it is. That might be a little too much. All good. And then I have fresh nutmeg. Do you have one of these graters, guys? Fresh nutmeg is the key. So look at that. Really beautiful. Make sure you don't plop in the other piece that's there. So that's a really nice way to do it, to toast up your spices in the butter. And then we're gonna add the beautiful pumpkin puree to it. I have to keep my eyes on behind me to make sure that my gnocchi don't blow up. Here we go, guys. So I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. Here we go. Just get those spices toasty and lovely. See, it turns that beautiful color, almost pumpkin color like that. You could almost just use that if you didn't want to put pumpkin, because butter and sage is beautiful. Could I have a whisk, sweetheart? Thanks, babe. Sorry, I forgot the whisk stitch. You know, it's one of those nights, guys, where everything's just going flying. What are you gonna do? It's a kitchen, that's how it goes. Brondo is amazing, chef, Cavallo. Brondo, you have the most amazing restaurant on the planet over in Easton. And of course, I'm wiping everything off and turning everything off because that's one of those nights. That's how it goes. You got it. So here we are, lovies. It's working. There it is. And now I'm going to add 2 big heaping tablespoons. That's not a tablespoon. It's like a 1/4 of a cup of the pumpkin. And we're just going to work that in. See that, guys? So that'll stop the butter from cooking because now you have something else in there. You may have to take those off and drain them. Robert the director may have to do that. It's all good. When they float to the top, sweetheart, I think. So look at that, guys. Now look at the crispy sage and the pumpkin and a little bit of veggie stock. That's what I forgot. Yesterday I did do a little veggie stock. So here I'm just going to cook the pumpkin up a bit just to get that, you know, sort of, because it does come from a can, taste, and let it absorb all that beautiful butter and the spices and the sage. It is so delicious. Now it's thick, you know, it's very thick, but we're going to use, hi Elena, how are you? Welcome. We're making a beautiful gnocchi with a brown butter pumpkin sauce tonight. It is delicious, all good. And so what I like to do is hit it with a little bit of stock. You can use veggie stock if you want chicken stock, but just a little stock to loosen it up with. Because it is quite thick, and at the end, actually, I'm going to show you, we're going to do a little bit. Oh, and there it is. This is the apple cider. That's the apple cider that Rob put in this nice thing for me. So a little bit of apple cider. You don't want it too sweet, or else it's going to start to taste, you know, like very pumpkin-y, like a pumpkin latte. And you don't necessarily want that. So a little bit of apple cider, beautiful. Cook that up. Rob is just doing the gnocchi. It's fabulous. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those. So I'm just stirring this up now, lovies. And I'm going to add, now most people add heavy cream. Make it a little lighter. I'm just going to add a little bit of half and half, sweethearts. Just a little half and half to loosen it up. Get it that really beautiful, gorgeous orange color. Look at that. And it's so delicious. If you want the sauce a little looser, you can put a little more stock. You can put a little more half and half in. You know, just customize it to what you'd like. And then you can also put the parm in. I might do that at the end, put the Parmesan cheese on top. It is so delicious. Let me just try it, because as a chef, I have to try everything. Always try. Oh yeah, fantastic. What it needs, salt. It always needs salt. Here it is, beautiful salt container, because the light. You know it is, Bubba. So a little bit of salt, guys. Always salt your food. Always test your food. Always keep trying it, even after you've salted it. That's the big thing. Just keep tasting it all the time. It actually also looks sort of like a pumpkin soup. So if you didn't want pasta, if you're watching your carbs, boom, here you go. Here's another clean spoon I'll go in with, and I'm gonna try that. Oh yeah. Salt is king, guys. If you ever wonder why your food doesn't taste like the restaurant food, it comes down to salt and butter. I know, because I've watched chefs put in tons of salt and butter and things. That's why. And a little bit, oh, sweetheart, yes. A little bit for acidity. I did a little bit of lemon, and it did brighten it yesterday. I know it looks a little strange. Don't worry, it won't curdle. A little lemon juice. The apple cider does that as well, but this is a little bit brighter. So just right at the end, boom, there we go. So just a little bit of lemon juice. And it's a little thick, the sauce. I might just do a little more half and half to thin it out. And then I'm going to try it again. Here we are, loves. Hello, John. How are you? We're just making this. Oh, yeah. Rob, you want to try it? Try that. Director's spoon's going in. How is it? Oh. Mom's over in the corner like, okay. So there it is, guys. So now we're going to do, and it could be a soup. You could have a soup. It's delicious. It's really lovely. You don't really have, hi, Deborah. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. How is it, Mama?
Very good.
Mama Lamberti agrees. Fabulous. So now we can actually put this to the side, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the gnocchi. So we can just put this behind us. Boom, boom. And we're going to let that rest. And now we're going to bring up the big cast iron skilly, okay? Big cast iron skilly, and we're going to get it hot. Because we want this to really sear and get the gnocchi really brown and beautiful. How are you, Deborah? Deborah's a fabulous opera singer. We went to Westminster and high school together. You're in Minneapolis, aren't you, sweetheart? In St. Paul, right? Is it cold there? Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the gnocchi. And then with this, I'm going to mix butter and olive oil because the butter can burn quite quickly. So we want a little bit of mix. And this is a beautiful one. Do you know Grocery Outlet? If you're in this area, Grocery Outlet is amazing. This is an Australian first harvest cold pressed virgin olive oil with a cool dispenser that when you put the lid on it, it pushes down. Isn't it cool? Look at this. So I'm getting this hot now, guys. Just heating it up. Do you love it? When everything just stops. And, okay, guys. We're good. All good. It's working. Sorry, sometimes I just have to look down. You're in Minneapolis. Yes, sweetheart. So I'm just going to have a little olive oil here. This has to get really hot, though. And I'm going to do a little bit more butter. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the gnocchi. I know it's a lot of butter, guys. It's all right. This is a dish for maybe 4 people. There's enough for 4 in this. And it's quite rich, so you don't need a lot. Have it with a nice salad, a beautiful glass of red wine, and my gnocchi here. They have a little stuck together, but it's okay because usually you'd like to really go from draining them and then right in. But that's okay. They'll loosen up when they're in the butter and the oil. And we want to get them really crispy. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to have this get a little bit hotter, melt the butter down, melt the oil, because this is a big cast iron skillet. It takes a while. Lovely to see you. We'll make this avant. You're going to make this for, fantastic. Got to run. Ciao, Sandy. Yes, it's very easy. If you need the recipe, I'll message it to you, sweetheart. No worries. I'm going to put this in now, guys. They're all sticking together, so we'll just, actually they're fine. There we go, loves. They'll break apart. But it's potato. It's a lot of starch, you know. So here we go. Here we go. Now we're just going to let these sit. Here we go. And get really brown and toasty. And they're fantastic. Can you see it? Really amazing. And they're going to get brown and toasty. And then we're going to coat that gorgeous sauce with it. There we go. Just let them be. I don't like to let anything be. I'm just like, blah, all the time. But also, it's sort of on a tilt, as you see, so I'm trying to get the butter back there. It's all good. It's because I have my scores underneath it, right? So you guys can see it. So we're just going to get those nice and brown. And it just takes it to a whole other level. And if you need to separate it out, just use your spoon. It's all good. No worries. Don't get nervous about cooking. I know, since I'm here doing it for you live, but, you know, you can always have another package. It's not, nothing's ever going to be... You know, you can always fix it with something. Never worry about that. So we're just going to get these brown and toasty. Then I'm going to bring the sauce back, and I'm going to put them into the sauce, and it is so delicious. With a little bit of parm. Beautiful, beautiful. So tell me, guys, Halloween's coming up. Holidays are coming up. How's everyone doing? It's a crazy time, right? Keep going. I was very inspired by that Naiad film. Because, you know, I'm not the age she was, but I'm not far off. right? I'm 55 and I'm proud of it. 50 and fabulous. And I thought to myself, I'm going to start swimming. I'm going to start doing that. And it's amazing. I feel so great. I just jump in the pool now. I run to it. And then afterwards, we take a sauna. And it's really lovely. Fantastic. So here we go, guys. They're getting a little bit crispy. See how that crisps up on the bottom? I'll try to show you here. It gets really crispy like a skin. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's so tasty. And the texture's lovely with the sauce. It just gives it a little boost, a little something. Because if you make your own, they're quite beautiful gnocchi. If you have a light touch and you roll them out, they're not difficult to make. But the store-bought ones, they're coming from Italy, so they're nice, but they may not be as light as the homemade ones. So that's why it's lovely just to saute them in the butter. It gives it a little more taste. It elevates it. It's really fantastic. So, do you guys make gnocchi? What are you making? Is there some sauce you love to make? Are you into the whole pumpkin spice latte time? I see every store has pumpkin flavored everything. And you know how that is. I do love pumpkin. It's delicious. It's wonderful. We actually made soup the other night with, it wasn't pumpkin, it was butternut squash, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes. We did that. Rob made it. Lots of baking. Oh, biking. Oh, yes. Deborah, you're funny. Lots of biking. It's great out here. Plus, I can eat carbs if I get enough miles in. I got you, sweetheart. Yes, I know. I know you're cycling. That's great. And didn't you do like a, what's it called? The 50 miler. It's a half century. That's what they call it in cycling. Yeah, I love cycling too. We did a lot of it in Denmark. Here, not as much. It's just because the area, it's just not the same. I'm not thrilled when there's a lot of cars and things. There's not a lot of trails. Oh, your hubby's making pasta with vegan ragu right now with a salad. Fantastic. Sounds delicious. Fabulous, Kevin. And so just toast these up. It takes a little while, guys, because it is a very thick pan. And it takes a while to get the browning. But do that, and then we're going to put it back. Hi, Ava. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. We're making our beautiful pumpkin brown butter sauce for our beautiful gnocchi. And there it is. And this is really fun to sort of saute these up. It is so delicious. And the butter gives it a rich flavor. Yeah, it's not safe in Jersey. I'm not thrilled about it. No. In Denmark, all the time, because everyone does it there. There's great trails that are just for bikes, and it's not a problem. But here, I'm always freaking out. And so while I love it, I'm thinking, okay, the pool is good. So, oh, thank you, Ava. It's delicious. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. This is a great one. You guys can buy gnocchi everywhere now. There's also whole wheat gnocchi. It might be delicious with that, too. And this would be great with pasta. Do it with a rigatoni. Beautiful with rigatoni. Put some bacon on top. Put sausage in it. I saw a beautiful one. Didn't we see one? A beautiful recipe with pumpkin and sausage. So if you like sausage, you like meat, throw that in. It's so versatile. You can do so much with these sauces. And if you want to do something else, put in different spices, put in different things. It's customizable to you. I just love smoked paprika. Love it. And let's say you're a vegan, you could do this not with parm, and you don't have to use cream. You could use a cashew cream, and you could use nutritional yeast instead of the cheese. So if you want a vegan version and vegan butter or just olive oil, you can make it vegan. Hi, Rick. How are you? Lovely to see you guys. So see, we're browning up here, guys. Getting very lovely. We're getting it all browned up. Yeah. Yes, it's Rick Pyatt. Fabulous. PCHS is in the house. That's where I went to school, Phillipsburg Catholic. And I'm all energized. It's from the swim, and it's from the sauna. Deborah Barrioli says, hi, Mama.
Hi, Deb.
Yes, and Rob here, Rob Greta right over here is Il Directore. So, hi. He's right there. He's not coming, he won't come in the camera. Some biggie will. I'll make him. He's so funny. I've known Rob since I was 12. Okay, I saw him sing Corner of the Sky from Pippin, and I was like, what in God's name is this fabulousness? And it's a PCHS reunion, that's right, Deborah and Rick, everybody, fabulous. And then we had the lead in Camelot together, and Brigadoon, and Oklahoma. Go. Fabulous. And we also did the song, I Am 16 Going on 17 at Country Gay Theater. Good days. Fabulous. And Mama did the costumes. Hi, oh, Sissy's on too. Hi, Sis. Rob too. Yes, Rob's here. He's the director. He's in the house. We're all in the house. It is the Casa Lamberti for artists. That's what it is. It's a retreat center. Hello, Mother. Thank you for... Kevin, the acupuncturist extraordinaire in New York, says, thank you, Mother. Hello. Thank you for gifting the world with Christina. Kevin Pinzona, you are off the chain. You know you are. So, as you see, we've sauteed these quite a bit. And now we can, if we want, add the sauce. Should I add those to the sauce? Probably better that way. Yeah, can you... Is it too hot there? Nope. You got it? Okay. Thank you. Fantastic. So we're just going to bring the sauce back a little. I'm going to turn it down or else it'll really burn. And then we're going to just... There's our sauce. Maybe loosen it up. A little half and half. And then we're going to put it right in with that beautiful gnocchi. Fantastic, sweetheart. Thank you, dear. So Rob is here, and we're just going to scoop all that good beautifulness into here. And so now you have a crispy gnocchi with the butter, and it's going to be fantastic, guys. If you want to, there, fabulous, Bobo. I call him Bobo. He's not going to like it, but that's it. Hi, Oksana. How are you, sweetheart? So here now, we're just going to toss this lightly together, just very lightly. You don't have to do a lot. It'll coat it beautifully. It's a lot of sauce. We could have used double the amount of gnocchi if you had 2 packages. Hi, Marie. How are you? Welcome. We're just finishing up our beautiful brown butter pumpkin and gnocchi. You get in there. That is off the chain. There it is, loves. And then we're going to sprinkle our gorgeous Parmigiano Reggiano that we did in the beautiful Cuisinart. That's how Miss Barefoot Contessa does it. I love it that way. If you shave it with those beautiful microplanes, it's almost too thin. You don't get enough texture in your mouth. Can you taste it from here, Ava? Oh my gosh, it's going to be off the chain. Could I have a bowl, dearest? Or maybe I'll be civilized and put it in a bowl. I could just sit here and eat it from here. Ciao, Deborah. Lots of love. Have a great night. Love you. Stay safe on your bike, sweetheart. So here you go. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. It is so beautiful, guys. Look at that. You probably want to serve it in a little bit lower. I have to get some of those cool pasta bowls. Okay, guys, I'm going to put a little more cheese on top. I'm going to turn it off so it doesn't blow up, because that's what it's going to do. Look at that, sissy. Yes, it's not vegan, but it's not Whole30 approved, but that doesn't start till tomorrow. I'm going to start Whole30, but not the vegan one, the one with all the protein with my sister. You can't have any dairy on it for 30 days. We'll see how long I last. Here we go. Here we are. Oh! It's even better than yesterday. It's better than yesterday. Oh my God. Bobo. Lord. Let me take a minute.
It's better than yesterday.
Let me take a minute and take that in. Good God. Good Lord. It's so delicious. That is so good, guys. Hi, Victoria. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Louise. How are you, dearest? Louise Ledesma's in the house.
Oh, Louise, oh my gosh.
Beautiful, beautiful singer who's at AVA. Fantastic baritone. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm so glad. This is insane, guys. You want to have a really beautiful meal? You're having a dinner party, having people over, you just want to make something simple, guys. That's really exceptional. Exceptional. So I'm crazy. That's her last taste of that.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, 30, good Lord. Let's hope I can do it. I mean, I'm allowed to eat protein, but there's no dairy. I remember the pastas you made. How about it, Louise? Lord, you have to come. You guys have to come up here and have this pasta off the charts. This is so easy. So easy. You and Danielle, come up. You're invited. Have some beautiful gnocchi. It is so delicious, guys. So beautiful. Have a sip of water with that one. Cheers. Fantastic. Fantastic. That is such a great sauce. So simple. Throw it together. It'd be great with pasta too. Really delicious. Really delicious. So, any questions on that? If you want the recipe, I can sort of throw it together for you like what I did. I don't have exact measurements. But you're going to Italy this Christmas. How fabulous. Enjoy, sweetheart. Fabulous. You got here late. What's the sauce? It is a brown butter and pumpkin with gnocchi. So it's just brown butter and sage with then 2 big heapings of canned pumpkin, that you can get everywhere. And then also I have a little bit of beautiful apple cider in it, smoked paprika, pumpkin pie spice, nutmeg, and a little bit of half and half, and a little bit of stock. Delicious, guys. It is so beautiful, so comforting, so warm. On those cold nights, it is great. It'll be great. Mom's raising her hand over in the corner. Okay. Yes, Mama Lamberti?
I just thought maybe you should say, there's 2 pumpkins. This time you're going to see pumpkin pie filling. And
oh, yes.
Make sure. Yes.
Yeah, make sure it's not the pumpkin pie filling for pies, because that won't be cute. It'll be very sweet, like a pudding. So make sure you get the pumpkin pie, just the pumpkin. Just the pumpkin. I'm all over it. Just the pumpkin. Just the canned pumpkin. Oh, thank you, Mark Husey. Everyone is on tonight. I'm doing Sunday nights from now on. That's how it's going down. Need the audience here. I just wanted to show you. That's our Dining with the Diva. That's our beautiful card we have with what we do on the back. Check that out. I shall say hello to Mama Louise. Thank you so much.
Yes,
our love and best to you and Danielle, and much love to you all, sweetheart. So here's our Dining with the Diva brochure that we put out there, because that's what we do. We go out and we cook, or we don't cook, or we do concerts. And if you're interested in that, just let us know. It's customizable. And we can come into your home. And we can, anywhere. We do them anywhere, actually. We've done them all over the place. We just did one in Connecticut at this gorgeous apartment complex up there. Beautiful. Really lovely in Fairfield. That was a lot of fun. So we're looking to do more of those.
What's your website?
And the website's diningwiththediva.com. There it is. And Mama Mia, you're amazing. Love this. Abandons. Hello, Marnie. How are you, sweetheart? You gotta try this. It's just brown butter and sage with pumpkin, Parmesan, and some gnocchi I bought at the store. I didn't make them homemade, but guys.
Shallot, too.
Oh, and shallot.
Shallot.
But the key is, the key is toasting the gnocchi, because it won't taste the same if they're just boiled, unless you made them yourself. That'd be very different. But toasting them gives them that crispy edge, and it heightens the whole experience of it. It's just really beautiful, guys. I'm even amazed. It tastes better than it did yesterday. Really fantastic, because I was just testing it out, different things. I also had a little maple syrup yesterday, but then I got the apple cider and thought that was better, so this is not as sweet. Way better. So, hi, Krista. How are you? Fantastic. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate that. Fabulous. Well, thank you all tonight for coming and joining me with this gorgeous pasta, the gnocchi, with the beautiful brown butter, pumpkin, and sage sauce. There is sage in there. There it is. And with beautiful parm and a little shallot. Some of them call for garlic. I think garlic would be too much in this dish because it's subtle. There's a subtle sweetness, and I think the garlic might just take it over. But if you love garlic, go for it, loves, because there's many recipes with it in it. Have a great week, Ava. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, my loves. So, as I said at the beginning, the Mary Oliver quote, and there it is, Rob bringing it to me. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? That's for you guys to think about this week. I'm telling you, it's never too late. I'm 55, and it's not over till it's over. And that's what I got to say about it, all right? And we all got to connect and be together, because it is not an easy time in the world right now. Not easy. So let's all come together and have fun cooking and eating. I'll be on Whole30 next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oops. Because if you cheat on it, you have to go back to day one.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to find things to cook that don't have cheese in them. It's going to be interesting. Or we'll just have Bob and Mom and Lars test it all, and I'll just stand here. It might be cute. Hi, Robin Moore. How are you, sweetheart? Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, sweetheart. Love you all. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Have such a great time with you. Thank you, Mama Lamberti. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Dr. Lars. Thank you, everyone in the house. And here we are to go out. Hi, Francis. I love you. Congratulations on all your fabulous news. We love you all. Try it out. Okay. Ciao tutti. Ciao, ciao.